All right, what's up, brothers? This is Corey from Lion Dads. I got another video for you guys. So today I want to talk about a subject that I've seen a lot of questions about, gotten a lot of questions about from people, and it's pretty common. No matter what you're eating, it's a pretty common subject that people want to know about. It's one of the first things I thought about. Something I've dealt with for a long time. That's calories. How do you deal with calories? Do calories matter on the carnivore diet? What kind of things calorie wise do you deal with, or how do you navigate calories? So today I thought I would do a video, talk about my experience and my thoughts on it. Obviously, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not anything. I'm just a guy trying to figure things out and do what's best for me and my kids and my family, and try to help you guys figure it out along the way, make it easier for people in ways that I didn't have. So that's what I want to talk about because I've seen a lot of questions on it. So we all know what calories are, probably for the most part. They're kind of a unit of measurement for, or a measurement of energy. Um, and so you burn calories to lose weight. You consume more calories to gain weight. Calories in, calories out. We've heard all that stuff. So if you're taking in more calories than you're burning, you're going to gain weight. If you're burning more calories than you're taking in, you're going to lose weight, fat, and all that. So, how have they affected me in the past? So, growing up, and I didn't know anything about calories when I was a kid. I'd seen it on the back of like a nutrition label or whatever. Had read about it a little bit, kind of had the idea of it. Didn't really care or track or pay attention to calories for a really long time. And then several years ago, I started a diet kind of where I was watching what I ate and how much I ate. And I started really tracking calories that way. And so I'm a big guy. I'm a bigger guy. Like, I'm almost 6'3", in the 200-pound range. I had a pretty big frame. So for me, when I first started, I think my calories were that I was supposed to take for like a maintenance when I did like the MyFitnessPal app, it was like 2,700 calories or something like that. It's either maintenance or like losing a half a pound of fat a week was my calorie range. So I started there. I started tracking my calories pretty religiously. I'd scan the barcode. I would, go to a restaurant. I'd be like, oh my God, try to figure out how to it was like, it consumed my life. Tracking calories, otherwise tracking calories, everything, trying to figure out and do all these little mental gymnastics of, okay, I'm like thinking ahead for the rest of the day. I'd plan my meals out for the week, and then life hits you, and then you're like, oh my God, how am I gonna fit my calories in or do this? And I would try, like, having 2 days of super low calories where you're basically starving yourself, and then 2 days of super high calories where I'm, enjoying myself to kind of curb and, have cheat days without it really affecting my calories, and then averaging them out through the week. I was doing all kinds of different stuff. And so I would do okay like that for a long time. Like I'd be like a couple months and 2,700 calories of work, and then I'd hit this plateau, and I would stop losing weight. And it'd be like, okay, well, I'm eating the amount 2,700 calories, and I'm not losing my half pound of fat anymore. And so I'd be like, what do I do? I'll just lower it. I'll go to 2,500 calories, and boom, start losing weight again. I'm like, oh my God, look at this. So I'm losing weight, and then I'd be going great for a couple months. I'd lose some weight, and then boom, I'd flatline, I'd plateau, and I'm like, what do I do now? How do I do this? And next thing you know, I'm dropping calories to 2,300 a day, which I can put down food. That sucks, you know. So I'm doing that, and I got to a point where I was like, okay, from what I was reading and things that I've kind of researched was that I was kind of my metabolism was doing some stuff where it was like hitting these points where it's like, okay, this is how many calories I'm going to take to maintenance now, or something like that. Like I said, I'm not a scientific expert on this stuff. I just kind of see what I see, and I was like, it was like my metabolism was like resetting or something like that, and it just wasn't sustainable for me. And it lasted about not quite a year, probably like 10 months or so. And I was like, to hell with this. I'm done. And I decided to go about, you know, just going back to the old way of eating. And I had watched a video where a guy was like, now you need to like take a break from counting calories and get back to a reset point. So I did that and I never stopped. And I just kept eating, and all my progress of weight loss, which wasn't done the right way because I wasn't eating the right kind of food anyway. So I was tired and feeling like crap all the time anyhow. Um, I shot back up in weight, and that was the beginning of my carnivore story where I got back up to 280 some pounds, almost getting creeping up on the 300-pound range, and like, oh my god, I got to do something. That's how I ended up getting on carnivore. Had some health issues and stuff that kind of shocked me into it. So how do I see calories on the carnivore diet? So first of all, do I think they matter? Yes, I do. I 100% think calories still matter, and I'll tell you why. So when I started, I remember reading and researching and watching videos and stuff, and the Sean Baker and all these people, and they all said don't count calories, and I pretty much didn't. I mean, like, I didn't really take them as serious and wasn't as hardcore about it as I was, but I still wanted to see how much I was eating. So I still kind of, just out of habit, still used the Fitness Pal and kind of kept track of how much I was eating. And I was pleased to see that I could eat a lot of calories and still lose weight. So when it came to eating carnivore foods, I was eating well over 3,000 calories a day, which is, I was really trying to hit a protein goal. That's really what I was looking for. I was looking for like, my body weight in grams of protein. So there were, I'm eating like 250 grams of protein a day. I still pretty much do more than that. But, and I was getting all these calories, but I was losing weight like crazy. And I was like, well, this is awesome. I'm losing tons of weight and eating tons of calories. I was full every day. I didn't do the eat to your stuffed thing. I didn't really want to do that. To me, I'd rather just kind of eat until I'm satiated, I guess. And I don't want to be sitting there stuffed and uncomfortable and stuff. So, and that worked for me for a long time, to the point where I just kind of quit counting calories. And, lately I got back into working out. I keep touching my face. I'm sorry. But, I'm not into editing videos or anything yet, so it's all going to be in there. But, I got back into working out and stuff and wanting to put some muscle on. And then I was back down to like 25 pounds. And to me, I look at that and I'm like, I feel skinny. So I decided to go like on a bulk and see if that would work. And it did. I started putting down, that's when I started eating to like I'm stuffed, And so I started consuming tons of calories. Like, I wake up and I eat, because I'm still kind of doing it. I'm starting to taper off a little bit. So I wake up, I eat 4 to 6 eggs in the morning, a ton of bacon, sausage, maybe a steak. I eat a huge breakfast. And then for lunch, if I'm working, typically I'm packing leftovers, and I don't screw around. I pack a big amount of leftovers, And then for dinner, I do a big dinner. I eat a lot. I'm probably, there's days where I'm up over 4,500 to 5,000 calories a day. And that's me eating till I'm stuffed. And I've been doing that a good bit for a while. And I put back on 20 pounds. So upping my calories did matter. And was some of that fat? Yes, a little bit. I am carrying a bit more fat than I was obviously at 225 pounds. But I feel this from the eyeball test and the strength test and everything else. This is the most efficient muscle building that I think I've ever gone through. Um, I've noticed my lifts have gone up more than they ever did, more than when I was in Iraq in 2006, 2008, lifting all the time as a young guy in his early to mid 20s, pounding supplements and all that stuff that stupid young guys do. Protein shakes and all the creatine and pre-workouts and T boosters that don't work and all this kind of stuff. I should have bought stock in that stuff because I was spending all my money on stupid supplements and stuff. But I wasn't able to do what I am now as a 40-year-old, which is insane to me because this is when things are supposed to start falling off and everything. And I can see it like in my face right now. I'm carrying a little extra fat in my face that I wasn't carrying, last year, 6 months ago. Well, probably longer than that. I've been doing this for almost the last year, and I've put on, like I said, about 20-ish pounds. And like I said, some of it is fat, but I have noticed a lot more muscle growth in a lot of places. So to me, I feel that calories do affect you, but not in a way that they would affect me if I was on a standard American diet or maybe some other diet that I have tried. There are diets out there I haven't tried, obviously, but I'm getting tons of protein. I'm probably getting way more than the 250 grams a day now. Um, but it is a lot of calories, and I am probably in the next few months gonna scale way back slowly. I'm gonna implement some intermittent fasting and stuff like that, which I have done in the past that did work for fat loss. But the protein I feel is gonna keep me from eating into a lot of muscle, and I'm gonna keep lifting and everything like that, and see how much fat that I lose because my wife's got her 40th coming up and got big plans for that, and it's gonna be some beach body requirements going on in that. So I'm looking forward to quickly using this diet to get back into that shape because you really can. And I'll do more videos on that. And I'll keep you guys posted on my progress while I'm doing my cut. Like, so I look at it this way. I've done a bulk for like a year. Now I'm going to do a cut for like 6 to 8 months. It's probably starting in March, carrying me down to probably October, and see how far I can push myself to get into the best shape of my life. And just the more I'm learning, the more I'm fine tuning things, and I think I got things figured out better than I did even last year or the year before. So, do I think people should track their calories on a carnivore diet? I think at first you should go with the just get into the diet, try it out, see how it affects you, see how you feel. Take a break from the calorie tracking. Don't really pay attention to it. Um, just get used to eating this way and seeing the benefits and seeing how you feel, seeing if any healing occurs, seeing if anything happens to you metabolically, see if you lose some fat and see if you gain some strength, and just kind of give yourself a few months and just feel it out. And then if you see the scale going up, you see the scale going down, maybe don't change anything, just kind of track and see what you're eating on a day-to-day basis and make little tweaks, and kind of go from there, I think is the best course of action to take. When I change things now, nothing's drastic. Typically, it's small. And I try to get. I hate using the app. I got tired of it, so I try not to track now as best I can. So I'm kind of just making little adjustments now and seeing what happens. And to me, I feel like that's the best way to do it. So I hope you guys got something from that. I know it's probably a whole lot of information without information. I'm just kind of trying to put my experience out here, and hopefully some of you guys can be like, oh, maybe I can take an idea away from that and implement that in my life and see if it changes my health. That ultimately, that's my goal here. I'm just, I've seen benefits, and I see a lot of dads out there. A lot of you guys are struggling with weight, struggling with health, and it's all stuff you can fix. And I don't want to see a bunch of people falling into the medical trap and having to take medications the rest of their life. I think we all owe it to our kids and our wives and our families and everything else, to whatever your situation is going on. I think we owe it to them to be in the best health and the best shape, because it enhances our overall quality of life. It's going to enhance their overall quality of life. The people that depend on us, the people that care about us, the people we care about. So, give it a try. If you want to try the diet, let me know. If you got any questions, hit me in the comment section. Let me know. I'll answer anything you guys have. Like I said, whatever you decide is ultimately up to you, but I recommend trying it out. I recommend feeling it out without tracking calories, make little tweaks. And if you want to go back to that, go back to that and see what happens. You're your own guinea pig here. And what do you got to lose? If you're out of shape, if you're unhealthy, what do you got to lose? This was supposed to be, I figured this was going to be a short video. It's going to be kind of a longish one. Um, but anyway, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification. That way, whenever I put some content out, you guys get it. Leave me a comment. I'll answer anything you guys throw at me. I'm still looking forward to people commenting. Hoping, I start getting some interaction more so here in the future. I got all my social media down. It's been a little hectic the last few weeks. I keep using that as an excuse, but it's life, you know what I mean? So I'll try to interact with everybody more. Twitter, Facebook, everything's linked in the description. I'll get more content coming to you coming soon. Peace.